There's a hidden system inside American healthcare that quietly affects almost everyone with insurance. It's called prior authorization, and it can decide whether you get the treatment your doctor recommends, or whether you're left waiting until it's too late. Real-life examples. Imagine this. You wake up one morning with blurry vision. The doctor refers you to a specialist. Insurance blocks the referral. By the time it's approved, you've already gone blind. Or you're living with multiple sclerosis. Suddenly, your insurance stops covering your medication. Without it, you lose mobility and become paralyzed. Or a parent has cancer. The doctor orders an MRI. Insurance says no. The doctor prescribes chemotherapy. Insurance suggests a cheaper alternative instead. Delay after delay piles up. Eventually, those delays cost a life. These aren't accidents. They're part of a system. What prior authorization is. So, what exactly is prior authorization? It's a process where, before your doctor can treat you, the insurance company must first approve the treatment. When it was first created decades ago, it was meant to save patients money. It was used rarely, mainly for expensive hospital stays. But today, it's expanded far beyond that. Even basic, everyday treatments now require prior approval. Medications for heartburn. ADHD prescriptions. Test strips for diabetes. Chemotherapy. Life-saving injections. Doctors report that in the majority of prescriptions, they are forced to go through prior authorization. Why insurance companies use it? On the surface, insurers claim this process prevents unnecessary care, ensures safety, and keeps costs down. But in reality, here's what happens. If care is denied or delayed, the insurance company saves money. If patients give up, which happens in the majority of cases, the insurer keeps even more. And doctors are tied up in paperwork instead of treating patients. One estimate shows the U.S. spends about $35 billion every year just on the administrative costs of prior authorization. That's money that could have gone directly into patient care. The human cost. The consequences are devastating. Patients lose their vision while waiting for approval. Others lose their ability to walk. Families lose loved ones because critical time was wasted fighting insurance instead of fighting illness. This isn't simply red tape. It's medical injustice disguised as paperwork. How doctors respond. When care is denied, patients and doctors have a few options. Pay out of pocket, which is nearly impossible because healthcare is so expensive. Give up, which happens most of the time. Or the doctor can appeal on the patient's behalf. But that appeal often means a so-called peer-to-peer review, a phone call where the doctor must justify the treatment to the insurer. The problem? Many times, the person on the other end isn't even a physician. Sometimes, they don't understand the treatment being discussed. And this exhausting process can happen 5 to 10 times a day. The bigger picture. Meanwhile, while patients and doctors fight through endless bureaucracy, insurance companies are making massive profits, billions of dollars each year. Doctors describe going home emotionally drained after begging for life-saving treatments, knowing that for many patients, time will simply run out. Is it ever justified? Now, to be fair, there are rare situations where a second review makes sense. For example, if a treatment costs over $100,000, insurers want to make sure it's truly needed. But more often, the question becomes, are these decisions really made with the patient's best interest in mind or with the company's bottom line? What needs to change? In many other countries, tough choices about healthcare coverage are made by governments, not for-profit companies. In the U.S., reform is badly needed. Some states have started programs like gold carding, where doctors with a proven track record don't have to go through prior authorizations again and again. But changes like this need to happen nationwide. Because insurance should never be the barrier standing between a patient and the care they urgently need. Conclusion. One patient finally got authorization to see a specialist after 12 weeks of waiting. But by then, surgery could only preserve the little vision left. Earlier approval could have saved their sight. And that's the painful truth, prior authorization isn't just paperwork. It's a system costing people their health and sometimes, their lives.